I'm Jenna Miscavige. I was born and raised in Scientology. I left when I was 21 years old and wrote a book about it. My uncle, David Miscavige, is the leader of Scientology, and this is my YouTube channel.
Hi there. I thought it would be interesting to do a little video about one of the songs we would sing when I was a kid growing up in Scientology. And so this would be from when I was about 6 years old until I was 12 years old. And I basically lived at a boarding school. I didn't live in a home with my parents. And my parents were members of the Sea Organization, which is Scientology's most dedicated and elite group, where they wear military uniforms, they sign a billion-year contract pledging themselves lifetime after lifetime to Scientology, and they work 7 days a week, and they pretty much work like 15-hour days. And so the kids are sort of sent to this school where we did a bunch of manual labor, and we were sort of considered to be training to be Sea Org members, so we were called cadets. And once a year on August 12th, there was an event called Sea Org Day, and it was the day when, you know, all Sea Org members would celebrate being Sea Org members. And so we would go to the base where our parents worked, and we would like there would be like a little show, and we would sing songs or do a performance or something. And so the song that we sang every year was called Carry On, and it has a lot of Scientology jargon in it, so it's a little bit hard to understand, but I'll try to explain it as I go. And it's going to be exciting and weird to be randomly singing while I'm on my walk. But it'll be fun. Okay, so I don't remember all of the verses, but I remember a few. And I just talked about this song the other day when I did a video with Aaron at Growing Up in Scientology, and I just thought it would be fun and interesting to do like a video just on that, just because it's so culty. It's so oh my goodness, the bad audio is chasing me. It's so culty, it's so like child grooming, and it's so obvious that it's so blatant that it's almost funny, but it's kind of not funny. All right, let's go this way because there's a person walking that way, and I'm about to burst out into song, and the more distance I can keep from people, the better. Okay, so how the song starts, it's in the voice of L. Ron Hubbard, meaning it's supposed to be him talking, and that's just the first verse. Okay, so it goes, I have done the work that I came here to do. I shall move off now, and the rest is up to you. Carry on, carry on. Oh God, people are watching. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. There's someone across the street too. I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh my God, there's people everywhere. Look. Oh my God, okay. Hold on. I kind of like putting myself in this position. It's secretly thrilling, but it's psycho. Okay. So that verse was kind of saying like, I've done the work, like, because basically L. Ron Hubbard died in 1986, and the Scientology lore is that he purposefully, quote, dropped his body so he could move on to do work that he could not do with his body, because in Scientology they believe that you're a spiritual being who lives lifetime after lifetime, who has sort of godlike powers, and they call this a thetan. And so the lore is sort of that he could no longer complete his research about Scientology with his body, and so he dropped his body and he moved on. Okay, I'll sing that part again. I have done the work that I came here to do. I shall move off now, and the rest is up to you. Carry on, carry on. So it's basically saying, like, over to you. Planet Earth is over to you. And then it says, keep the ship on course, keep the purpose strong. I am off to the stars. Here's the helm, don't take long. Carry on, carry on. So, yeah, basically the rest is up to us. He's off to the stars, which is like, in Scientology, they call this Target 2, which is the next place that Scientology is supposed to go there and make it better once we're done with planet Earth. And so L. Ron Hubbard is allegedly there now, and that's why he died or dropped his body. Okay, so the next verse is about the cadets, which is us, little kids. And it's really kind of messed up when you think about the fact that we were doing 35 hours of heavy labor each week. And when I say heavy labor, like, no joke, like digging trenches, hauling rocks, planting trees, digging rows, harvesting vegetables, painting, doing construction. So, okay, here's the verse. The cadets are working hard, you know, doing projects while our bodies grow, and we're training to be top flight SO. Carry on, carry on. So SO is short for Sea Org. So they're saying we're training to be top flight Sea Org members while our bodies grow. So in Scientology, they believe that kids are just Thetans, or spiritual beings or adults in small bodies. Since we live supposedly lifetime after lifetime, there's really no such thing as a kid in Scientology. So that's why they're okay not giving proper schooling, having kids do labor, because it's really just, kids is almost like being a child is almost just something they have to keep up the pretense with, because it would be frowned upon if they like completely treated us like adults. So they sort of sequestered us away at this boarding school so they could treat us like adults and have us do heavy labor away from the public eye. And by that same justification, us being with our parents was not a priority or considered important for them, because technically if you're a spiritual being that lives lifetime after lifetime and picks up a body each new lifetime, then no parent is actually, or no spiritual being or Thetan is actually the parent of another one. It's just a body thing, but they don't believe in bodies, so it doesn't really apply. Okay, so the next verse is about where our parents work, which was at a base, so the international base, it's where international management is. But there's an organization there that's called the Golden Era Productions, and it's GOLD for short. And this is basically like a production company that creates films for Scientology. So they create like movies that they can show people who they want to get into Scientology, or there are some Scientology courses which require which are training courses, and these films help with training. And so Golden Era Productions also puts all of the lectures that L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, did. They put them onto tape, and so they produce a lot of these materials for Scientologists to use in training and recruitment and that sort of thing. And so they do audio visual, and they also produce events, Scientology events, of which there are many in the year, including L. Ron Hubbard's birthday and just many others. And so this is the verse. We're the crew of gold and we make the best AV. Okay, I forgot the rest of that one. Dang. Okay. There's another verse, which is for an organization that's called CMO. And it's kind of basically like one of the higher managing organizations. And CMO stands for Commodore's Messenger Organization, and It's basically the group of people, usually young girls, who worked for Hubbard directly, and they carried messages for him, and they did his laundry, and they just run programs into Scientology churches, and it's called CMO. And that was the group that my mom was in, and so it was the group that I intended to be a part of. And so the verse is, the CMO are the emissaries of the man who has shown us how to be free. They are leading us to a planet clear and free. Carry on, carry on. Okay, now in every Scientology organization, there is a department called the HGC, and it's the Hubbard Guidance Center. And it's just basically where Scientology does one-on-one counseling, and this is the biggest way that Scientology gets money from its public. And the Scientology counselors are called auditors. And so there's a verse about this, which is, the auditors in the HGC use technology to set beings free, every single being, not just you and me. Carry on, carry on. Okay, so the next one I can remember is about RTC, which is the Religious Technology Center, and it is the senior-most body in Scientology. And they're responsible for all of the copyrights and trademarks of Scientology. And this is actually the organization that my uncle is the head of. He's the chairman of the board, Religious Technology Center. And so, the verse about this goes, whoops, just making sure I don't get run over. Okay, I think we're fine. All right. The officers, okay. The officers of RTC, they safeguard the tech. Crap, can't remember that one either. Okay, I do remember the outro to the song. And I think I mentioned earlier, but Target 2 is basically, Scientology's goal is to clear the planet, which is just basically to make everyone on planet Earth free and not being controlled by their reactive mind, which is basically what Scientology believes is the source of all pain in the world. And so once we're done clearing Earth, we're going to go on to Target 2. And so the outro is, we are taking Earth by the actions that we do. We'll keep doing them until we are through, and we'll all go off to handle Target 2. Carry on, carry on. Keep the ship on course, keep the purpose strong. I am off to the stars, here's the helm, don't take long. Carry on, carry on. Thank God nobody else was there. Yeah, so I just think it's really interesting to sort of teach kids to sing things that they don't really know what they're singing about, or especially on the verse about cadets. It's like saying how we're training to be top flight Sea Org members, you know, but we're not even getting an education where we know what our opportunities are in life or what our rights are or anything like that. I mean, I was completely separated from the outside world. I never saw non-Scientologists. I was just at this boarding school, which was at the back of an Indian reservation, and it was about like 500 acres. So we were just completely isolated there. So I just think that it's so crazy that they're teaching little kids to sing these songs and be proud of them, and to do so in order to gain approval by the one day a year that they get to spend with their parents. So Sea Org Day was basically the only full day we had off in the year to spend with our parents. And so we're basically kind of paraded in front of them on a stage and singing songs to them as if we're just cute little kids and as if we're not doing manual labor every day. And we're so proud of ourselves for doing it. because we know our parents will be proud of us, which is something that all of us crave insanely because we don't even live with our parents. And yeah, that's just so messed up. All right, guys, well, that was just a short one. That's all I have for you today. But don't forget to check out Sins of Scientology on YouTube. And if you haven't read my book already, you can find it on Amazon. It's called Beyond Belief, My Secret Life Inside Scientology and My Harrowing Escape. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.